Hey, Video City, this is your girl Toya Times. I'm here at the Matrix Studios up in the Bronx. I'm here with d.chamberz.
How you doing? You already know what it is. Coney Island Warrior, 6'2", no time for the small talk. Holla at your boy.
So, D, tell us, what is a typical day like for you? I follow you on Twitter. I see that you're on a daily grind. What's a day like?
I don't even know those things exist. Like it just
That's a valid
keeps
answer.
It just keeps going and going and going and going until something happens. You know, I go to sleep early in the morning and wake up early in the morning. It's still an a.m. and I still be on the grind. You know.
I hear you. And now your first single that came out, Warriors, it was on the top chart for 6 weeks, the top 20. How do you feel about stuff like that?
I feel like I still don't got the recognition I need to get out there. Honestly, some people be happy for me, but I was like, I was just telling my manager Josh Mayer today. I was just like, it's so much that I want to get done, and so much I want to be respected for, and it don't even have to be about collaborations or who I do a song with. I'm just talking about the overall being an artist, trying to just be something larger than an artist. You know what I mean? There's so much other stuff to do out there. So my song getting out there was just a good look for me, and I'm not only talking for me, but for the whole Coney Island.
Right.
More so.
Definitely. And I know that you have a current single out now called Only One that you did with Pure, and was a really good song.
Ladies love it.
It's a very good song. Is there any other artists that you want to work with in the future?
The question is, does any artist want to work with me at
That's
this point?
a good question.
You know what I mean? Because my you know, the days of me chasing artists is like, to be honest with you, I'm not chasing no rappers, and I'm not chasing anybody. The music is just supposed to be, I like your music, what's up, let's get up. Because nowadays, everybody just on the, oh, what is he doing now? Like, they don't even like your music. They just know you're in front of the cameras, you get a couple of thousand views, they want to ride that wave. I mean, it was cool when you first starting out, but I like to deal with people who wants to deal with music and want to take their music to the next level, but be real about it.
Absolutely.
All around the board, not just because, you know, you got a good situation, so everybody just want to cling on and follow to what you're doing.
And talking about taking your music to the next level, I heard that you actually have a documentary coming up.
Oh yeah, shout out to the good people at the Fuse channel. You know, they're gonna be doing my behind the music, and it's funny how I met them because me just venturing outside of just being what they call a rapper these days. I don't have nothing wrong with being a rapper, you know what I'm saying? This is what I do, this is where I come from, but I also have plans of making lots of money. Not just money, lots of money. Lots and lots. And times that by 2. and I wanna really take time out and give a shout out to Ja C at Southpaw Club. He actually took the time out and was like, yo, Chambers, you know all these people, you could generate a crowd. Why not, you know, fill this place up? He gave me the club for that date, December 29th. And I reached out to my good friend, Fred the Godson. I reached out, and Jossie reached out to Push Montana, Nitty Scott, and Otis Clapp, and you know the whole NYB was there. You know who those good fellas are, and it was just overall. It's like to be behind rappers. I don't want to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like to make sure they show up on time, they CD play, and who's paying at the door, pay the money, man. You know what I'm saying? If it was Fab or somebody at the door, you'd have had 45. If it was Jeezy, probably would have paid 100. Because it was d.chamberz, everybody try to get it free. You know, they try to use that love card. You know, but you know, at the end of the day, it was packed by 11 o'clock.
Right.
I mean, my PR Chanel was shocked.
Shout out to DQ Chanel.
Shout out to Chanel. I learned a lot of tools from her. You know, she polished up everything. I can honestly say from the last 2 years, I feel like 10. But the last 2 years, no shot, Chanel. You know what I'm saying? But she works hard, and she told me the difference between what people respect in that office and what, you know, how people perceive you. And I think once I learned that part of the game, I think everything just became easy.
So being a Brooklynite, coming from Coney Island, I'm a Brooklynite myself.
Okay.
East New York.
All right. East New York. You female Uncle Murder. You killing them.
I was also told that there is probably going to be a sculpture or some kind of statue.
You know, I heard about that. How you heard about it?
I heard about it from a website. I read about
That's how I heard about it.
Really?
Yeah.
And what do you think about that?
If they do it, they do it. They don't, they don't. You know what I mean? I'll buy my own statue probably in another 5 years. You know what I mean? Put it right in my house. You know what I mean? So if people want to see it, they can see me. But Coney Island is really looking good right now. And for the most part, you know, people was feeling like, and I speak for not just Coney Island, I speak for all those outer skirts that's in New York, but they feel like they're out of towners, like Far Rockaway and Staten Island. Like, they right here. But, you know, a lot of people ignore those places. But I don't think nobody really ignored Coney Island.
Right.
It's just that they just known for sports and violence. Like, it was never no real good music
In
or
Coney
anybody.
Island.
Anybody with a following, and
Right.
Nathan's, you know what I mean? Who's gonna eat 1,000 hot dogs just so they can get something in the newspaper? But more so is that me doing this music, working on that warrior mentality,
Absolutely.
working on, like, you know, joints and really getting around other people that's on another realm. Like, nobody saw that coming. And when I walk the avenue, I can take the train, I can get out of a car. Either way, they be like, yo, Chambers, we like what you doing, man. You know what I mean? And people respect me for that. And people be like, yo, Chambers, what's going on? The only problem I really knock is I wish I had some of the money to match the fame.
Absolutely.
Because people see you on a couple of cameras, they see you next to certain people, they think, like, when they see you just regular getting a bag of chips in Arizona, they're like, yo, Chambers, what's going on?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, man, it's the grind. Like, you know, you still got to stay hungry, you still got to humble yourself. And you get a couple of haters, you can see how they look at you. Those probably be the same ones adding that
Yeah.
dislike on YouTube and stuff.
Absolutely.
But it don't mean nothing.
It doesn't
when-
matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter when 100 or some other people loving it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it kind of balances out.
Shout out to d.chamberz. I see you doing your thing. I know you had a crazy past, but you're moving forward. You got a lot going on. You got a
Who
feature.
said it changed? My life's still crazy. I got bags under my eyes, man. I'm trying to change these young people's mind
Don't we
frame.
all?
Yo,
Don't we all?
Yo, not to mention, you know, like, I'm not gonna sit here in front. I did time, just like, you know, the good guy, the camera guy was behind it. He shot. He's like, yo, Chambers, I remember when you first came to the show in 2008. You was in the club at Don Hills, and I was just like, that just gave me a backlash. First of all, I'm at least 150 more pounds. You know what I mean? I was eating all the Jack Mac, eating every, you know, fresh out of, you know, incarceration. But what they didn't know is that I had sharpened my mind frame, and I had a business plan and a different way of, you know, doing what I wanted to do. And now it's like it's happening. And, you know, some people be like, yo, how do you feel such a change? I really feel like nothing really too much change. More people around me see it because my job is never done.
Right.
And definitely just check out for my website, www.d.chamberz.com. Follow me on Twitter, d.chamberz_SEH. My Facebook, hey, you can't even add me no more. DeVal Chamberlain is maxed out, finally. And you can hit up my fan page at d.chamberz. Spell it with a Z, not with an S, because they sleeping on me.
See, I didn't even have to ask him that many questions, and he just had a whole lot to
I'm a
say.
professional.
He's from Brooklyn.
Very professional.
He's from Brooklyn.
I'm very professional. Very professional. I mean, and that also comes from, like Chanel and everything.
Well, thank you for talking to Video City.
No, thank you. Shout out to d.chamberz. Haha, you didn't know that.
d.chamberz.
Samantha. Shout out to anybody with a Chambers out there is cool. I mean,
Oh,
you know what I
God.
mean? It's one big family. You know what I mean? And it's going to keep going on. Real music will last. I'm not chasing rappers. I'm not doing that. But if you real, we're going to cross paths. And if we do business, we do business. You know? That's how it's going down. 2012, mark this date. You know what I mean?
I hear you. d.chamberz, this is your girl, Toya Times. Thank you for watching Video City. Check you next time.
Pow.